Well, hello, sunshine. Laura Ashley Abraham here. I am going to be doing your energy forecast video for the end of October into the beginning of November. Thank you to all of you who are returning to watch these. I appreciate your comments and your feedback so much. Please let me know how this energy forecast video resonates with you. And as always, take what resonates and leave the rest. Okay, if something doesn't fit, that's perfectly fine. That message is meant for somebody else. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to tune into the collective energy of everyone who will be watching this. And the messages that are coming through are meant for you in some way. So interpret them in your own life, and how they resonate for you. I'm going to be pulling cards from a couple different decks, and I will be tuning into the energy that you can expect for the next few weeks. I do want to cover a little bit about the energy that we have right now and some things that are going on. We have a new moon that just started October 21st, and that new moon is in Libra. And what I was feeling intuitively before I tuned into this or before I got on here, I tuned into the energy of what we can expect these next couple weeks. And what they were talking about was with the new moon, we have balance that's coming in. So balance, Libra is connected with balance and harmony. And then also there's a focus on family. So you may be experiencing that in some way where there's an extra attention or extra focus on family right now. However, that, connects for you. And new moons are about new beginnings. New moons are setting our intentions on what we want to create, what we want to manifest, what we would like to see happen in the next, few weeks. So during a new moon, the energy is more intense. During a full moon, the energy is more intense. And new moons, like, they wax and wane. So it's like the moon cycles, we want to go along with that energy. And when there's a new moon, your thought process, it's really good for you to be focusing on how can I create something, right? How can I plant seeds of my intentions to make something a reality, right? So it could be not that you're just thinking about it, it's actually taking steps to make that happen. So maybe you make some phone calls, you write some things down, you actually do some of the things that you've been putting off taking care of. Maybe you're feeling more motivated, you're getting more energy to get things done. That is a little bit of how new moon energy will work. Now we have a full moon coming up on November 5th, and the full moon is about releasing energy. It's about releasing things that no longer serve us. And so between now and then, you may notice putting energy and time and attention into the things right now that you want to create. And then when we have the new moon or the full moon in November, that's going to be a letting go, of a releasing, of being able to let things go, or even to be able to see things that need to be healed. A lot of times, full moons will do that, bring things to the surface. They'll reveal things that have been hidden. And it's kind of like a full moon is like you see things in the light, right? Because it's a full moon and it amplifies and it helps you to see things that you couldn't see before. So I'm going to go ahead and pull some cards, and just as a reminder, I just launched my first women's circle in October. This was about a week ago. And the next one is going to be on November 13th. It's on a Thursday night at 7 p.m. They are recorded. If you're interested, reach out to me and let me know. But this is a women's circle. It's a friendship circle. It is a spiritual support group. And we're talking about a lot of different topics. I want to be able to help those of you who feel like you need some extra help or need some extra support. Right now there's so much going on, and I know how much it has helped me to have my best friend and friends in my life being able to be a support and be there for me through really difficult times. And my best friend Jean is on there, and she's sharing some of her stories. I'm sharing some of the things that have happened to me in my life, that how I've healed. We're also talking about, in this next class, I'm going to focus on protecting your energy field. If you feel like you're getting drained from people, how to do that, how to set up some energetic boundaries for yourself, how to recognize what's yours and what isn't yours, and what to do if you're feeling other people's emotions, because we do that and we don't even realize we're doing it. how to protect yourself from that, how to, what you can do, and also asking for signs from your guides, your angels, and your loved ones, and how to interpret those signs. I talked a little bit about that in the first class, and I'm going to be, going through more of that, plus other spiritual topics that come up as well. How to set boundaries in work situations, in relationships. All of that is part of this group, and we had such a great class, and I've gotten so many people responding back to me and letting me know how much it helped, and I appreciate that. But again, if you would like to join, it's $11. Okay, I'm doing it it's a half off sale right now for a limited time. It's $11. It's recorded. If you can't make it, you're going to get a copy of the recording. So reach out to me and just do it. If you're feeling guided to, and you just feel like you need some extra support, it's a great place for you to get that and to hear other people's stories and things that are going on with them, and how we can shift the energy into creating more of a reality of what we really do want, and making sense of the things that happen in our lives that can be really challenging and difficult. So I hope that you will join, and I'm going to go ahead and get started and pull some cards for you. Let's see what we need to know for the next couple of weeks. Okay, so I already did my prayer before I got on here, and I'm going to do a little bit of a different reading, kind of like I did last time. I'm going to pull 3 cards that will be past, present, and future, and then an outcome card. And then I'm going to pull clarifying cards that go with those. So let's see, what do we need to know for everybody's highest and greatest good for the next couple of weeks? And see what they need to know. Okay. So our first card is the 9 of Wands. And then we have the 8 of Swords. And then we have the Queen of Cups. And then I'm going to do an outcome. And this is going to be the Page of Swords. And it was reversed, so I'm going to leave it that way, and we'll just see what clarifiers. To clarify the 9 of Wands, we have the 7 of Swords. In our present, we have the 8 of Swords, and then the 10 of Cups, that's the clarifier. Future was the Queen of Cups, and then we have the Fool card, which is like a new beginning for our future. And then an outcome card will be the Sun card. Holy moly, oh, I love that. Okay. Very good energy. Very interesting. Having the 10 of Cups and the Sun card as clarifiers in our outcome card too is like amazing. So let me just go through this a little bit, and I'm going to explain it. So the first 2 cards are the 9 of Wands, and then we have the 7 of Swords. The 9 of Wands is about protecting yourself, standing up for yourself. So somewhere in your life, you're needing to do that. Again, setting healthy boundaries, being able to say what you need to say, and being protective. But when I say that, you don't want to close yourself off, right, to love and to people who really care about you. But you do want to set healthy boundaries with people that are not able or capable of giving back to you in some way, or again, standing up for yourself and speaking your truth, saying what you need to say. So the clarifier of this is the 7 of Swords. And the 7 of Swords can be an energy that can be kind of sneaky. It can be a little bit manipulative. It can be where we kind of have to watch our backs about something that somebody is doing, that maybe somebody was talking about us, or somebody was saying something, or you just feel like you don't trust somebody. Okay. And that's where this 9 of Wands is coming in, because you're having to defend yourself. You're having to protect yourself from this negative energy from whoever this is. Somebody's saying something. It could be connected to work. It could be a family member. It could be connected to a relationship. Somebody isn't being truthful and honest, and you know it, and you're putting up your energetic field, and you're saying, no, I'm not tolerating it. I see you, I see what you're doing, and I'm not going to allow it, which is great, because you're blocking that energy, and you're like, not happening. I see you. The center card, which is the present card, is the Eight of Swords. Now, this is a card where you may feel like you're afraid or you're worried about the situation, that where, again, somebody's talking about you. It could be, maybe you're like feeling the energy, but nobody said anything, but it's there. And this is the worry. This is like you're trapped, like she has a blindfold on and she's all, wrapped up, but she has a way out. She just can't see it. There is a way out, and she just doesn't realize that there's a way out. So this card is in your present, again, some type of worry or fear about what's going on and not really knowing how to navigate it. The clarifier for it is the Ten of Cups, which is the happy family. So to me, this is saying like you're going to have a positive outcome in this situation. Whatever you're doing, you're moving in the right direction, even though you're scared and you may feel like you don't have options or choices, or you feel like you're all tied up and you feel like something is out of your control. You are going to have a positive outcome with this, and it's going to be okay because ultimately you are doing what you need to do, which is protecting your energy. You're setting boundaries and you're saying, no, I'm not going to tolerate this bad behavior. And I'm going to do what I need to do, even if whoever doesn't like it. I'm still going to. And what I'm being shown with the cards is that you are in integrity and then somebody else around you is not, and you're feeling it or you know it. And you don't want to put your attention and your worry on what somebody is doing in the background. If somebody's talking about you, it's like, don't worry about it. Let it go. Cut the cords. Fill that space with white light and unconditional love. Send that person love. Okay, as hard as that can be, I know. Send them love. Because what that's going to do is it's going to detach you from the negative, from the drama, right? Because this can be considered like a drama card. Somebody's stirring up trouble. And if you put your attention and your energy into it, it's just going to amplify it and make it worse. What you are doing is you're saying no, and you are literally seeing it, which is why I see that Nine of Wands there. You're like, not going to happen. I'm not taking it. I'm done. I'm putting up my boundary, and I'm not going to allow you to do this to me. Great. Walk away from that. Don't put your time and your energy and your focus into that. But still, a part of you is afraid. A part of you is still worried and thinking about it. So that's why you need to get out of that energy, push it to the side, and know that there's going to be a positive outcome with this. That's why this card is a clarifier, because you just need to put your attention and your focus either on the positive things that are happening in your family, the positive things that are happening in your life, something that brings you joy and happiness, right? Something that makes you feel good in life. Focus on the kids, or focus on the things that are working in your life, taking care of yourself in some way, going and doing something that brings that feeling of happiness and joy in your life. Fill your cups, because the Ten of Cups is where all your cups are filled emotionally. And then the future card is the Queen of Cups. So the energy that you're moving into, whether you're male or female, it doesn't matter. The Queen of Cups is the nurturer, the mother energy, and that can still be right with a masculine, that can still be the mom energy, is where you are nurturing, you're tuning into yourself, you're helping yourself in some way. You're allowing your emotions to be processed in a healthy, positive way, and you're giving yourself what you need, and you're showing up for yourself. And the clarifier of this is the Fool card, which is a new beginning. So in some way, you are doing something new. You're doing something different that maybe you haven't done before. Maybe you are becoming aware of your emotions and you're allowing yourself to feel how you feel, and you really haven't done that before. Or you're speaking or you're talking about how you're feeling and you're letting it out, right? You're giving yourself the opportunity to voice your emotions or your concerns and saying, hey, this is how I feel, and I'm allowed to feel that, and it's going to be okay because I'm going to take care of myself. Because the Queen of Cups is the nurturer. It's about nurturing ourselves, nurturing and caring for others, taking care of things in a loving and in a motherly way. And a lot of times that's the energy that we need to give to ourselves when we're struggling and when we're having a hard time. And so that's a very positive outcome of how things are going to play out for you. And with the Fool card, to me, this is Again, a new beginning card. It's it's the new, um, where, and again, we have this new moon. So this is a perfect energy, right, of what we're experiencing, doing something new, doing something different than you haven't done before. But you do want to pay attention to where you're putting your time and your focus and your energy. Because if you look on this card, he's kind of walking and he's near a cliff and he isn't really paying attention to everything. So pay attention to all the details, pay attention to how you're feeling, and give yourself the time that you need to, right? Don't avoid, right? Be aware and focused on, okay, I feel this way, and reminding yourself that it's going to be okay. Because I'm getting a lot of like self-doubt, negative self-talk, and the like this, I don't know what to do, or the situation isn't going to work out. There's a lot of like this negative loop or voice that I'm hearing that is going on in your mind, where you're thinking, I don't know how this is going to work itself out. I don't know what I'm supposed to do in this situation, or this is out of my control and I don't have any control. That's the Eight of Swords. So cancel, clear, delete that, and start to focus on what you do have control over, which is how you feel, how you react, how you respond, right? And the Queen of Cups is nurturing yourself through this period of time, even if things are difficult. And especially when things are difficult, is to love and mother yourself, right? Think about yourself as your child, and think about how you would need to mother your child, which is yourself, and give yourself that. And allow like I just keep hearing, allowing your emotions to be expressed, but do it in a way that is healthy and nurturing for yourself. And you may not be able to share everything with other people at this time. You may have to kind of keep some of this stuff to yourself and only talk to the people that you feel comfortable about sharing things with. And even writing, they're showing me writing and journaling some things down, being able to process things, but talk to people that you feel safe talking to. And that is going to benefit you the most. Um, and then the outcome card is the Page of Swords, but this was reversed. So this to me represents, it can be somebody that is like immature, right? It's an immature energy and it's reversed. So it's like you're overcoming this challenge of this immaturity, whatever that energy is that you're moving out of or away from, because it's clarified by the sun. So the immature energy or the younger energy, that is, maybe somebody's not taking responsibility and accountability for their behavior, right? Maybe they're trying to say it's you and they're blaming it and they're saying, you did this. And there may be some truth to that, right? Some truth, but they're not taking accountability for their part. And you can clearly see through that. And you're trying to like have some kind of an adult conversation, or you're trying to like resolve it in a healthy way, and they don't want to have anything to do with it. So your work is to remove your energy and pull back and say, work through it and process your emotions, not get caught up in the fear, right, of what the worst case scenario could be. Okay. You want to get out of worst case scenario and feeling like you have no power or that you're a victim, and transmute that energy by nurturing and caring for yourself and giving yourself what you need, because you may not be able to get that from either this person, whether this is a work situation, from a friendship, or from a significant other. There's just some energy that you're having to recognize that there are limits in what this situation or this person is able to give you. And sometimes like we're thinking, well, they're saying this and they're doing this behind my back and I don't know how to fix it. Stop giving energy to that and be like, I deserve to be happy. You deserve to be happy. Okay. In 10 of Cups, what makes you happy? Where can you put your time and your energy into that's going to make you happy right now, regardless of what's going on? Stop putting your attention and your focus on that. And that's where the Fool card comes in, which is the new beginning. This is the new way forward, right? It's like focus on where you want to put your time and your energy and your efforts and go in that direction. and let go of whatever this energy is, where it's, kind of toxic, where it's immaturity, and it's like you're really not going to get anywhere with that. And that's why the sun card is coming forward. And it's like that person or situation needs to learn it in their own timing and in their own way. You may not be able to tell them or get them to see your point of view. You're going to need to let that go for right now. And know that as you take care of yourself and you do your own inner work, that's going to shift the dynamic of how you feel and what you should, what you bring into your life, how you, um, what you're creating, what you're manifesting going forward. So again, if it could be like a child relationship where, you're trying to talk to your child and you're trying to get them to see something and they just don't want to see it right now. They might have to learn some more stuff or some more lessons, or, you have a significant other or somebody who's being stubborn and they're not seeing your point of view. Let go. Don't try to force that situation. Take care of yourself. Do what you need to do to nurture yourself. Put your energy and your focus on what you can control, because the outcome is going to be the sun card, which is the most positive card in the deck. It's the best card in the deck, and that's the direction that you're heading in. That's the outcome, right? So it's like releasing and cutting cords from the situation. Don't get caught up in the drama. Let that go, and let yourself move into more happier times, right? Maybe focusing on a new project that is like fun for you. It could be a home project. It could be connected to something that you're going to do with your family, and you're going on vacation and you're going to have fun doing something that's exciting. And again, the sun card is the best card in the deck, and that's the final outcome of where you're heading. So let go of this past situation, and um, know that it will get itself worked out. Like I said, this is the next couple of weeks. This is kind of the energy of right now. And they're bringing forward like plans for future. I know my daughter, she just reached out to me and she's coming home for Thanksgiving, and I'm so excited. I'm so happy. So that's going to be so much fun. And, we were talking about things that we want to do, and, um, enjoy that. So that could be too. I mean, I know we're heading into the holidays. Can you believe this? We're at the end of October. I'm so sorry, but we are moving into holiday season, which is coming up, and Thanksgiving, I know, is right around the corner. Um, and that may be kind of like what you're thinking about and what you're planning. So put your attention and your focus on something that feels good to you, and let go of the drama and the things that you can't control, and really let it just kind of work itself out, because I'm being shown it's going to work itself out, and you don't have to try to fix it or force it or make it happen. That's not going to be good for anybody. Let go for right now. Release that immature energy. Um, don't let it impact you or your peace. Okay. I love that. I love that message. So I'm going to go ahead and pull a card from the Angels and Aura deck, and we'll see what other messages our angels and guides want us to know today. Let's see. What is another message that our angels, guides, and loved ones want us to know today? What do we need to know? I think this came up in the last one, so I'm going to pull another card. Okay. So this card is the conscious steps forward. And it says looking forward, basically. So you are taking steps to move forward in a positive direction. And however that looks, whatever that is for you, keep moving in that direction, because you're going to have a positive result from it. Okay. It's like letting go and moving into the light. Now, this card that I pulled, the next one is Archangel Raguel. And it says justice, harmony, and solutions. So notice how he has scales, which I think is very interesting, because we just have this new moon in Libra, right? So Libra is about balancing the scales. It's literally that, which I think is pretty interesting that I just pulled that card. So Archangel Raguel is the angel, archangel, to balance the scales, right? To bring justice to a situation. So ask Archangel Raguel to help you with whatever this is, where the scales of justice need to be balanced, right? And healed. And just know that that is exactly what's happening in this situation. So things are working themselves out. Trust in that process and know that justice is going to prevail. There are going to be solutions that are going to come forward. There is going to be peace and harmony that is going to happen in this situation. It may take a little bit of time, but just know that this archangel is here helping you to be able to do that. Okay. I love that. Archangel Raguel. It's beautiful. And keep looking forward, right? Keep taking conscious steps forward. And that's what's going to happen. You're going to have the justice, right? And the outcome that you're looking for. That's beautiful. Okay. So I'm gonna pull one more card. Yes, I'm gonna pull one more card and we're gonna see what the energy is. What else do your angels and guides want you to know? I'm gonna share a story, but I'm not gonna share it on here. I'm gonna put it in a separate video because there is a I had a dream about a spirit. And I want to share that story with you, but not on here because it's going to be too long. So watch for that video. I might post it before this one, I'm not sure, but if you're interested or curious, yeah, because that's it's a very important story and I want to share it with you. So it was a interesting dream. All right. All right. So this card that I just pulled, the next one that you need to know is from the Angels of Abundance. It says obstacles and blocks are lifted, and this is Archangel Michael. So Archangel Michael is here helping to lift these blocks from you, whatever's going on or whatever's preventing you from moving forward. Trust and know when you set the intention that you want to release these blocks, that is going to happen. It says all your good personal work and your positive energy have shifted. And I'm sorry, all your good personal work and your positive energy shift have overcome previous obstacles and blocks are lifted away. You will now experience progress and forward movement with your projects. Stay centered in gratitude to ensure that your flow of abundance continues. I love that. So use more positive affirmations, right? The negative self-talk, if you're catching yourself, start to be aware of that and start to focus on, okay, how can I shift my thought process about that, right? How can I change my negative thinking into positive? And again, wanting to acknowledge how you're feeling, but not getting caught in that emotion for long. You want to transmute it. You want to process it and move forward so that you're not staying stuck. And this is just Archangel Michael stepping forward to say the blocks are being lifted, you are being protected, and you can call on Archangel Michael to help you with this. So stay in gratitude and trust that whatever thing situation is unfolding is happening to help you in some way, even though that's so hard and we don't always see why. And we get caught up in why is this happening? Why? You have to let go of the why. When you ask that question, you're staying stuck and you keep going in a loop. When you make the decision, I have to trust that this is happening for a reason to help me in some way. There are lessons that you're learning through that, whatever it is, the experience, the journey. Take the lessons and look at the positives that you have gained from the situation, as hard as that can be. Um, and look at how is this helping me? What is this? Ask that question. How is this helping me? What am I learning from this experience? And how can I stay centered in gratitude for what I do have, what is working in my life? How can I focus on that and bring that energy into my life so that I can stay in that energy, which is the 10 of cups. Okay. That's the 10 of cups. That's your cups being filled, right? That's the sun card. It's like all of your wishes and dreams and your hopes coming true and focusing on that energy of feeling good, letting the sun radiate down on you. You can even visualize that or feel that energy of the sun. I actually just did a meditation with somebody where I literally was doing that, picturing the sun filling them up, filling their whole bodies, cleansing and clearing and releasing anything that no longer served them. And you can try that too. When we're done here, when you have a moment, picture that, feel that beautiful sun on your, in your mind, feel it like emanating in your body, cleansing and clearing and healing any negative energy, and then filling you up with that beautiful, loving, warm, comforting, unconditionally loving light. All right. Thank you so much for tuning into this energy forecast video. Please let me know how this has helped you. I love to hear your comments. Reach out to me again if you're interested in the women's circle, the women's friendship circle support group, because we're going to talk a lot about the topics that came up today, and that might help you, in the next few weeks. That's going to be on November 13th. It's $11. It's recorded. And if you can't make it, that's okay. That's why it's such a great opportunity, right? I'm going to do these once a month, and that's going to be the next one. So I can't wait to see you there. And I will try to do another energy forecast video at the beginning of November. Have a great rest of your couple of weeks. And don't forget to, follow me on Facebook and Instagram because I post daily cards of the day of inspiration. Sending so much love to you. Take care and have a happy Halloween, and watch for that other video that I'm going to post too about my dream. All right. Because it has very important spiritual message in there too about spirit. Love you. Take care.